All right, guys. So I'm here with super actress Ellen Thomas.
Thomas.
Uh, Most of you may know her from Eastenders and a lot of other movies that she's appeared in. We get to talk about her later in terms of the work that she's done and what she's working on. So, Ellen, what brings you to Ghana?
Holiday. I'm here on holiday, and all the places in the world, I chose Ghana. I love your country.
So, what has it been like for you since you've been here?
Well, when I was leaving, I was told make sure you spend the first week just relaxing, get some lots of rest and recreation, lots of massage and saunas and steams and all of those things because you need to rest. Second week in party. And what did I do? The second night I was here, I partied.
So, what was the party scene sort of like here for you compared to
the
back
first
in the
party that I
UK?
went to, a surprise birthday party for Omosola Janade Ekande. And she's a fellow Aquarian, the best people ever. So Jocelyn took me to that party and we had a fabulous time. Surrounded by all these amazing, wonderful young women in Ghana who were doing fabulous things. Well, Ghana and Nigeria doing fabulous things. Yeah. So it was lovely. I think we were there till about 3 in the morning. They put the chairs on top of the table and that kind of like, yeah, okay, we want to go home now.
The party's over.
We just carried on. Just carried on.
Great. And I mean, you are from Sierra Leone,
Yes.
and in terms of culture and even the landscape, everything, how similar or different is it from
very,
Ghana?
very similar. Geographically, very similar. Culturally, a little bit different. The people, very, very different. And I get mistaken for a Ghanaian all the time, and I really like that.
Have they given you a Ghanaian name yet?
No, not yet.
You should have one.
Okay.
What day were you born?
I think I was born on Tuesday, but I like to think that Friday's child is full of grace. So
Yeah,
for
so
the longest time,
If you were Tuesday, you would be Abna, and
Abna.
if you were Friday, you'd be
Yeah.
Afua.
Oh, I'd be Abna.
Yeah, so you're Abna.
Yeah.
Abna Ellen.
Abna Ellen. Yeah, I like that.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in Ghana, and I want to take you back to the acting. I mean,
Yeah.
recently, one of your colleagues that you've acted with, who
Yeah.
passed away sadly, the murderer or supposed murderer alleged murderer ended up being caught, found in Ghana. What are some of your memories of her?
Interestingly, the time when Sian was in Eastenders, I was there as a completely different character because this is the third time I've been on Eastenders and it's in the record books. Having played the most character. I think myself and 2 other actors were in the record for having done that. The time Sian was there, I was playing a Jamaican grandmother who was trying to abduct her grandchild and take the child back to Jamaica for Christmas, and so on. So I didn't have any scenes with her, but I saw her on set, I saw her around the building, and she seemed like a really lovely young woman. Another time I actually did work with her was a play reading that we did. I think it was at the Almeida Theatre in London. And again, she seemed like a very confident, lovely young woman. So we were all really, really shocked to hear really sad news about her and her beautiful children. It was just unthinkable. Do you know what I'm saying? Really, very, very, very sad. Very sad.
Let's go back to the beginning. When did you get your lucky break in terms of acting?
Oh gosh, 20. No.
Don't let them know. Don't let them know.
Years ago, long time ago.
That was in which production?
That was the first thing. I'd left dance school because I thought I was going to be a ballet dancer for the longest time. I was in love with ballet, and what I didn't realize then was that I was a performer and I loved being in front of an audience. Basically, I thought I was going to be a ballet dancer, and I switched from ballet to drama second year of my course. And when I left drama school, like most actors, I went to the waitress, a barmaid, and all the rest of it. But the first job I ever got was to play Salome. And in the story of Salome, the princess, she has to dance the dance of the seven veils. So they were looking for an actress to dance, and I came up trumps with both. So that was my very first job, and it was fabulous. I played the princess, and for the longest time, I walked around my house thinking I was a princess. I remember my family were like, "Can't wait for you to stop this," because thinking everybody's gonna pick it up and whatever. After now, you're not a princess at home. You'll be acting. Yeah. So that was my first outing. Yeah.
And then you from there you moved to television immediately.
From there, gradually, and over a long period of time, television. I did a television series called No Wait Up. Had a couple of episodes in that, and then gradually. But I was always playing older. Back then, there was a shortage of older actresses. So what they do, the younger actresses who could age up, they got quite hard work. And I got I remember one of the first jobs I did that I had to age up was to play Lenny Henry's mother. I don't know if you know
Lenny.
But then it was, I'm not sure if it was the Lenny Henry show or Lenny Henry show, where he played Delbert Wilkins, and I had to play his mother. And I went to the casting as myself. Then I went into the toilet at the BBC in London. I put on my mother's clothes, put on some padding, my mother's glasses, my mother's wig, and everything else. I put all of that on. I went to the audition. And by the time I left the casting, went back downstairs, got changed into Ellen's clothes, and I was leaving the building, my agent was phoning and saying, "You got the job, you start on Monday." So, yeah, and literally I've been playing older from then. So people meet me and they say, "Oh my God, you haven't aged at all." I don't know, that's because 30 years ago I was playing. Yeah.
So at what time did you join Eastenders?
I joined Eastenders, like I said, this is my third time. About 10, 12, easily 15 years ago was the first time I got there. Then I left, and then I went back about 5 years ago. Then I left, and then I'm back there again now. And I think this character is the one.
So each time you came back as a different character, how did the audience react? Didn't say the same old face now?
No, each time. The first time I was a Jamaican woman. Then the second time I was an African woman.
Looking the same?
Huh? Different, completely different. Because don't forget, it changes. People change, characters come and go, and so on. And the second time was the first time they ever had an African character in the show. Another history, really. Was a Nigerian woman called Grace Olubumi. So did that, and then I left 3 years later. Now I'm back as a Cockney mafia mama.
Well, that should be sexy.
Oh, she is.
Wicked.
Oh, she is. She is that.
And I think I should tune in because I think we have ITV Select now, and so we have the more current ones showing too. So
please do.
I'll probably tune in.
She is amazing. Audiences are loving that.
Good.
We've done some storylines that are going to happen around Mother's Day. In March, and even I'm excited to see people's reaction to it because it's just so strong, so strong, the stuff we've done, and in the 30 years of EastEnders, the BBC, this is the first time they're actually doing a trailer, because they do a trailer to when there's a feature storyline, they do a trailer, and this is the first time that they've done a trailer with a black family.
Oh, good.
And yours truly is.
So it's the mama of
all mamas.
Black mafia.
The mama of all mamas.
Oh, good. That's lovely.
Mother of all mothers.
That's lovely.
She's strong. I love her though. She is. Lots of the time, audiences say to me, "There's never been a character like a black woman playing a character like that on British television." I go, "Hasn't there?" They go, "No, there hasn't." Believe, we watch television. We know. Okay, you say so.
And that easily brings me to my next question about diversity, which obviously has become a topic around the Oscars and even I think the Brits Awards has suffered something like that. When I look from a side, I feel that in UK it's a bit more has embraced a lot more of the African people because I see African artists topping charts, doing all that. I feel that it's much better in the UK than maybe say in America. Is it the same? Do you have the same feeling? Generally, working in the industry for that long, how has it evolved in terms of?
I think it's getting better in the UK. It's not there yet, but it's getting better. And things that are happening in America, whether we like it or not, believe it or not, it's influencing how the UK thinks and works. But for instance, the character that I play in Eastenders, I don't know, a few years ago they just wouldn't have been brave enough to take it on. I remember some of the challenges they had with the character previously, the Nigerian woman. Any storyline that was recommended, it was like, oh well, that storyline is too, well, we can't really touch it. It's too controversial and we don't want to upset. Like, this is a drama, you know. And I think they've moved away a little bit from that now, and they're really just going for bottom line audiences. This is what audiences want to see. This is what's happening, and so on. It's much, much better, really, much better. And also, a lot of the stuff that's happening online, all these young people who are not waiting anymore, and I really hats off to them for that. They're not waiting anymore to be given the opportunity. They're taking the bull by the horn, so to speak, and making stuff and putting it online. And a lot of TV producers, production companies, they go online and have a look at these products. And a lot of actors are cast from seeing them on online shows. A lot of story ideas generate from online shows. So in a way, the social media and the World Wide Web has done a lot to improve things, I think. And again, things like the Oscars. The second year of trying to have an all-white Oscars just wasn't going to go. Just was not going to go because social media and everything else are just too up on it. And it's just, you know, it's like a dream. That shit don't happen. Hello.
And in the last 5 years or so, a lot of black British actors have sort of taken America by storm.
Yes.
How did it happen? And
opportunity.
Opportunities.
You know, as actors, you'll go wherever the opportunity is. And for a while, and still current, that's where the opportunity is. And a lot of Americans say that the difference between American actors is the work ethic. Because a lot of us in the UK, we have a work ethic that is unbelievable, amazing. You really do just get down to the work, you learn your lines, you do your homework, and you turn up on time and you do it. You just do it. That's what we've been trained to do. In America, people sometimes get political and no, unsaid. No, you don't do none of that. You're there to work. You do the work. It's your job to do your homework, and you do all of that. So they like that. And these actors are talented. They're getting the opportunities that they wouldn't get here in the UK. That's what I was planning to do actually. I said, I think time I went and gave Angela Bassett.
But you have had some experience there as well. So.
No, I haven't. I did theatre in the States. I did a show here that was transferred to the States. I haven't done any television. I've done films in the UK that have gone to America. Okay. But I haven't actually had a work. No, I did a television commercial for Nigeria that was filmed in LA, but that's it. I haven't worked there as such. I was planning to go before the call came from Eastenders. I was going to give those American girls a run for their money.
No. And so, what is it like to be on the production of a popular soap like Eastenders? Is it stressful? How many days are you shooting?
Okay, I'm on average doing 3 or 4 days a week, but when your storyline is peak, you do 5, maybe 6 days a week. And you do things like you work until midnight, till 2. If it's a night shoot, then you just do. But in general, 4 or 5 days a week you do. And because I'm 2 hours away from the studios, it's a 2-hour drive, so I have to be up like at 5 o'clock, leaving my house at 5:30 to get to work for 7 o'clock. I work all day. I then travel back 2 hours in the night. So there's all those unromantic, unglamorous things side of it. But yeah, when you get there, you go straight into makeup do your makeup, costume, get your costume, and so on and so forth. And yeah, then you get on set, and it really is quick. You really need to know what you're doing. You need to know, yeah. And we have the dreaded amendments. Amendments?
Last minute changes.
You're gonna learn all those lines, and then you get there and they say, "Oh, sorry, it's all changed. Here's a new script." And interestingly, you get so used to doing that they go, "Okay," and you go, "Give me 5 minutes." You go, yeah, ready. You just do. It's a memory, what they call a sense memory. You get used to doing it over and over, and then it becomes a natural thing, and you do it. Yeah.
So easily, which would be your top 3 favorite characters that you've played?
Top 3 favorite characters. Oh, Claudette Hubbard in EastEnders has got to be one of them. And
that was the second
Liz,
time you came.
This time.
Okay, Claudette.
And also, I did another TV series for Channel 4 called Teachers. I played Liz Webb in Teachers, and Liz was another really strong character. I loved her. She was so strong. Members of the public would have second thoughts about approaching me, and then they'd watch me, and then after they've seen me being me, they'd come up, and then they'd say things like, "I wasn't sure if I should come up and say hello to you because, I thought you were a bit like Liz." I go, "No, I'm nothing like her. I'm nothing like her." So Liz is another of my favorite characters.
So is the extremity in terms of character between you, that makes him one of your favorite characters?
Yes. You get to play the other side of yourself. You get sometimes the dark side. In Claudette Hubbard, it's the dark side where you think, "Oh my goodness, she's not gonna go there." Oh yes, she is, and she does. I like that because, nice is good, but those dark, strong characters, something to get your teeth into. And good.
And which one to be your least favorite character?
Least favorite? I wanted to say Grace Olugumi, but that's because in EastEnders, because they didn't write well for her, and the storylines were not as strong for her. That's the reason why the least. But apart from that, I've been fortunate. I've kind of fallen in love with the characters I play, in that I'm the kind of character actress I'd get into the character's background, and there'd be things like, I could tell you what you had for breakfast. I like working like that. And also I like to people watch. I'd go to like markets and just watch people, how they behave, how they carry their shopping, all those lovely things that people do, mannerisms, and you store it in the memory. So when you start to work on a character, you think, "Oh, I could, yes, she could be, yes, I know this person, and yeah, I've seen this lady," and so on, and you bring all of that to, that's how I like to work.
So what projects are you currently working on?
EastEnders full time. There's also another show I'm doing for Sky One, called Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant, Sky One. And in that, I play a Jamaican grandmother who's just moved into Mount Pleasant Close, and that's a comedy. So I get to do that comedy as well, which is really, really nice. Working with some fabulous people in that. But that's a series of, I think we're doing 12 episodes this year, 12 1 hours. There's that. And also there's a movie that I did just over a year ago, that opens in London in March. It's called Golden Years. And in that I played this fairly young woman who marries older men. Rich older men,
obviously.
And she's on husband number 5.
Oh.
And she joins this group of people, older people, and she's hunting for husband number 5. And again, it's a comedy, so that should be out in the UK cinema.
That's on what channel?
No, that's UK cinema.
Oh,
It's in the
okay.
cinema. It's a feature film
Yeah, feature
in the UK cinemas in March. So we're looking forward to that.
Great, great. Any future plans of or opportunities of working in Africa with an African cast?
Yeah.
Is that in the pipeline?
Oh, I'd love to. I'd like to work with Shirley.
Shirley from Pro.
Love her work. Love what she does with Adam's Apples and some of the other movies I've seen that she's done. I'd love to work with her, but I've already told her that. So it's just time for us to make it happen, Shirley.
Yeah, it's about time.
Would be nice to direct, maybe produce features. That's an area.
Have you done that so far?
Say again?
Have you tried that before?
I've done some in theatre. I've directed theatre shows, but I haven't done so with television or film. I'm looking at that now as a possibility. I'm just seeing what the young people are doing online.
Yeah.
It's just really exciting.
Yeah, very simple, quick.
Yeah.
And the audience is there.
Yeah.
as well.
They're making it happen.
You're in control. And,
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So, what are you leaving Ghana with? I see you got yourself a bag.
Yes. And this outfit I'm wearing today, I got from the market as well. And this gorgeous piece of jewelry, work of art. Where else? I'm hoping to do safari. Hoping to do lots of things. The fabulous thing is I have some fab Ghanaian friends, and they've taken it on to show me Ghana and take me wherever. And so I'm ready. I'm ready to explore your beautiful country. Yeah.
Right, any final words to the...
Final words. Oh, your country is beautiful. Don't change. Maybe a few more traffic lights and sat-nav, road signs, and things like that.
No more go to the orange tree in the corner.
Yeah. You know, coconuts and loud and turn right. But I've not encountered anything that I haven't liked so far. So, love your country. Yeah.
Great.
Beautiful people, beautiful country. That should be your slogan.
Yeah.
Come to Ghana. Beautiful people, beautiful country.
Thanks a lot, and we also wish you all the best with work and anything else you decide to do.
Thank you.
God bless you.